Hello student, welcome to SanskarEdutech. I am Reeta Shrivastav, assistant teacher of PD Turakia Junior College of Commerce and Science. Today I am going to teach you the periodic trends in physical property. This topic is very important in chemistry because it helps to understand how the element behave in a periodic table. So in today's lecture, we will understand what are periodic trends, why they happen, and how property change across the period and down the group. Now student, we all are familiar with periodic table, as we know that there are 118 element in periodic table. Some are metals, some are non-metals, some are metalloids, and including radioactive elements. Now we see the physical trends in periodic table. Physical trends include Z effective, that we call effective nuclear charge, atomic radius, ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, and electronegativity. So in today's lecture, we will see all the physical property of the periodic table. First we discuss about the effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge, that is also denoted by Z effective. It is a net charge experienced by the electron in a multi-electron atom. Now the formula of Z effective is equals to Z minus S, where Z equals to atomic number and S equals to screening effect of atoms. Now the periodic trends. For the periodic trends, we see across the period, that is we move from left side to right side of the periodic table, and we see down the group, that is from top to bottom of the periodic table. If we see the Z effective trends, periodic trends, now the periodic trends in Z effective. Across the period from left side to right side of the periodic table, it increases, and across the group from top to bottom of the periodic table, it will decreases. Why it increases across the period as we move from left to right in periodic table? This happened because there is increase in number of proton. Why there is increase in Z effective when we move from left side to right side of the periodic table? Because there is increase in number of proton. Now the periodic trends. If we see the periodic trends, we have to see across the period and down the group. Across the period means from left side to right side of the periodic table, and down the group from top to bottom of the periodic table. For Z effective, across the period, Z effective increases, and for down the group from top to bottom of the periodic table, it will slightly decreases. Why does it happen? Why it increases across the period? Because the number of proton increases, but shielding of the electrons remain almost same. Now student, we will move towards the next topic, that is atomic radius. So the atomic radius, it is basically the distance between the nucleus and outermost electron of the atom, as you can see in the diagram also. Now the trends across the group and across the period. If we see across the period, it will move from left side to right hand side of the periodic table. So in atomic radius, as we move from left to right, it will decreases, and if we move from top to bottom down the group, it will increases. This happened due to addition of new shell. Now student, we will move towards the ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy, we can call it ionization potential also and ionization energy also. First we see the definition of ionization enthalpy, that is the energy required to remove an electron from an atom. Now the periodic trend. If we see the periodic trend across the period from left to right, it will increases, and if we move from top to bottom in the periodic table, the ionization enthalpy become less, or it will decreases. Now the next topic is electron gain enthalpy. Now student, what is electron gain enthalpy? It is energy change when an atom gain an electron. Any atom, when it gain an electron, its energy change. So this we call electron gain enthalpy. Now the periodic trends. Across the period, if we move from left to right, ionization enthalpy become more negative. And across the group, if we go from top to bottom in periodic table, it will become less negative. I will going to give you one example, that is chlorine. Chlorine has more electron gain enthalpy. It's belong from halogen group. Now student, we move towards the electronegativity. Now the electronegativity is a tendency of an atom to attract a share electron. Any atom, tendency or power of any atom to attract a share electron is also known as electronegativity. Now the periodic trends for electronegativity, across the period it will increases, and across the group, that is from top to bottom of the group, it will decreases. Now I am going to give you one example for electronegativity is that fluorine, the element which has more electronegativity. It also belongs from halogen group, that is group 17. Now we will see the summarized view of the periodic trends. As we discussed the Z effective, atomic radius, ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy and electronegativity. So what will happen in periodic trends for Z effective? Across the period it increases and down the group it decreases. For atomic radius, across the period it decreases and down the group it increases. For ionization enthalpy, across the period it increases and down the group it decreases. For electron gain enthalpy, it will become more electronegative as we move from left to right in periodic table, and it will become less electronegativity as we move from top to bottom in a periodic table. Now for the electronegativity, it will increases as we move from left to right, and it will increases as we move from top to bottom. So student, there is one formula, there is one relationship between all this physical property, that is the Z effective is inversely proportional to atomic radius, it is directly proportional to ionization enthalpy, it is directly proportional to electron gain enthalpy, and it is also directly proportional to electronegativity. So these are all periodic trend in a physical property. So student, this topic is very important for your board exam. It is also very important for your entrance exam also, for NEET, JEE and CET exam. I hope you understand my lecture and it will definitely help you for your board exam. Thank you so much.